Mr. Speaker, sir, basically the second speaker of the proposition has contradicted herself when she said that we are opening this option out. It's an optional thing for the child to go and meet he or she's biological parent. But now in status quo, that isn't really a problem because it's already optional. So why do you have to basically bring up a case that and say that we are making it optional for the child to meet his parents when it's already proven in status quo that it is optional for the child to meet his parents? And basically, they also state in the rebuttal by Josiah, they're saying that a POI by Josiah stating that a child can be put up for adoption because of monetary factors. Basically, where money comes into play, the parent may not be financially stable. But they have placed it in a first world democratic country. We all know that the government is there. There are many associations related to this issue that can help a parent in need, a parent with monetary problems, to help them raise a child. Then we do not see the problem of them putting a child for adoption. So bringing it into the real picture, we want to know, we are stating that, and they say that they will not cause, the second speaker also stated it will not cause any harms for them to know the child, for the child to know their real parents, even though they have been brought up for 15 or odd years by their adopted parents. It will not cause any break of any bonds between their adopted parents and themselves. But that is wrong, because you are forcing their parents, their adopted parents, to basically force them to disclose the identity of the real parents of their child, which is basically very hard on them and it's also very emotional on them. And also, if you're going to talk, now you're going to move on to my point. No, sir, thank you. I'm going to move on to my point of which how it can make this child's life toxic, and also for his parents, his adopted parents, also toxic. When you give a child the right to know his identity of the parents, the biological parents, basically you're giving him hope. And you're giving him hope, and not say good hope, you're giving him false hope. Because as what I'm trying to say, hope to be reunited with his parents, his biological parents, to know his parents, to be accepted by his parents. And if you're going to give him that kind of useless hope of why do I say useless hope? Basically, if the parents actually gave up the child in lack of responsibility, basically committing mistakes, and do not want to take the responsibility for the consequences that came with it. Yes, sir?
Sir, we're just trying to get the child to know who their biological parents are, not giving them any hope, just to know their faces or something like that.
Point taken, sir, but if you want to just let them know, don't you think that by knowing their faces, do you think that the child will just sit down there and say, okay, I know that's my daddy and that's my mommy. Okay, finished. And you don't think they want to know more about that? They don't want to know like what kind of personality their parents have. How are they doing right now? Can I get to know them better? Can I state a bond with them? Can I basically communicate with them? Yes, ma'am.
Do you think that the children are so foolish as not know that the parents have given them up, will actually not want to pursue a further relationship with them?
Yeah, then why are you giving them the false hope instead? Because you are giving them the false hope.
What is that?
No, sir, thank you. Enough with your POIs, because your POIs are all useless. You are just jumping up with points and assumptions that the child needs to know the parents, needs to know the attitude, needs to know the faces of the parents. But basically, you are giving him false hope, and that is all you are giving him. False hope. You are giving him visions and dreams that he can reunite with his parents, and he can get to know his parents and basically form a bond with them. And if the parent is harsh enough to turn him down, do you know that how much emotional turmoil he will face? How much emotional turmoil the adopted parents will face? Because the adopted parents are the one taking care of that child. If that child, if they have been taking care of that child for so long, and they know that that child is theirs, and if they see their child in pain, if you were to see your child in pain, sir, you will always feel hurt, and you always want to know, you will always want to help your child in any way. And if your child does not want to disclose any of these facts that the biological parents may have said to him in a meeting or any sort, it's harder to solve. And that is where the bonds get broken. The bonds that have been formed for 15 years, adopting a child that you do not know and basically loving it and carrying it for so long, you want that to go down the drain. That is what the proposition is giving you. That is why we say the opposition house should win this case today. Thank you.